Not. All right. Good day, everyone. Welcome to episode 12 of Really O'Reilly. And it's December 7th. A little bit of snow on the ground here today in Calgary, Alberta. And we're enjoying the day, but I am a little late with this program. It's certainly not noon. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I am in the process of getting back into the investment business and took a couple of meetings this morning that postponed this particular event, but that was more important. So for anybody joining me today, welcome, thank you. And anybody listening to the recording, welcome, thank you. Today we said we were going to talk about gratitude and mentorship. So I've got a few notes here on gratitude. And again, I always go back to Mr. Bob Proctor, and today his book, or his son's book, Brian Proctor, My Father Knew the Secret, is wanted to talk about some of the notes he had made with regards to gratitude. So the practice of gratitude, I guess a number of years ago, I was told, or it was advised to a group of people, and I'm in the group, and I'm thinking, well, I was advised as the part of the group to stop listening to the news. And I thought, that was interesting. Wonder why he said that. And the COVID pandemic certainly helped me realize, as a skeptic of the news at that time, why it became more important to stop listening to the news. It's just a slice of a very, very large global pie of events going on in the world. And excuse me, by stop listening to the news, that gave me some time in the morning some time for me. So with regards to gratitude, I've learned through this program that the practice of gratitude is to start your day in a quiet way with a pen, some paper, probably a journal, as we call the gratitude journal, and write 10 things that you're grateful for in the day. That's a gratitude practice. And it's kind of like going to the gym, but it's not as hard. It's just the practice of doing that. Changing a habit is the difficult part. But if you actually took 30 days, and we have a program right here with this QR code that I will talk about at the end of the program, for a 60-day program that can help you change some of those habits. And one of the things is a 30-day gratitude challenge. And it's changed my life because practicing gratitude, there's a lot of things that happen. And practicing gratitude, instead of watching the news, is finding the good in things. And as a practice, you start to write out 10 things you're grateful for. Just the air you breathe, the heat in your house in these cold days in Canada, having the warm coffee in the morning, or a hot coffee in the morning, the ability to have a hot shower before you go to work, those things. And then you get a little deeper into it as you start to practice it. And it's like, for the journey you're on, the good and the bad, it's a journey. And also be grateful for the things that are coming in your life. So those are the things you got to start to think about after a while. It gets a little deeper. Living a more peaceful life. When you start your day being grateful for things that you have and things that you're going to have, it calms your mind. And with a calm mind, you can start to become a little more creative. A calm mind help you generate a better attitude. With a better attitude, of course, you wear your attitude wherever you go. So that improves your results in almost everything, every aspect of your life. And that's the whole purpose of the gratitude exercise. Okay, so as you're trying to find the good, in good times, that's pretty easy. But in challenging, difficult times, it's pretty hard. And as we say, if it was easy, everybody'd be doing it. but everybody's not doing it. There's a very small percentage of the population that does it. And it's easy. So I made a note here. It's easy to find the bad. It's easy to complain and whine. And it's easy to find people to complain with. Whatever it is you're talking about, if you're complaining about someone or something, then there's usually people around to step right in and join you and complain about it. And I like to say it's easy. So everybody is doing it, right? The complaining and the whining. So the gratitude practice just helps you find the good in things. And over time, you'll feel the effects in everything you do, because it will improve your attitude, right? Your attitude towards life, and life's attitude towards you will improve as well. So over time, gratitude will create a deeper meaning for your life, and you will feel empowered and inspired. You will feel in control of your thoughts and feelings and operate with a sense of calm. Your choices, not your circumstances, will create the life you desire. So it's the choices you make. Instead of just letting life kick you around like a ship without a rudder, you're out on the ocean, you're bobbing around, you get no direction, you're kind of going with the waves and the wind, and you have no control over your life or your direction. You'll wind up on the rocks or on the beach somewhere. Versus setting a goal, making choices and aiming towards that goal, and choosing what happens in your life. So that's what happens with a gratitude attitude. Science has shown the active gratitude practice can reduce the activation of fear and anxiety, in addition to opening your heart and mind to the abundance around you. So again, changes the attitude, gives you a little more focus, starts to give you a little more calmness of mind and understanding. And when you understand things, there's less fear. You can make decisions. You don't procrastinate as much. If you set that goal and you start making decisions towards that goal, then you got some purpose, you got some direction in your life. And that takes away the fear and the anxiety. So practicing gratitude, seeing the good, improving your attitude, and working towards a goal, there's your new 2024, your new purpose in life. So a few of the things that this program has taught me, it's changed my dominant thought. Over the past, I'll say 6 years, things were rocking and rolling in the early teens, 2013, 2014. And then things started to change in 2015, 16, 17. The economy kind of got behind on finances and ended up, having to sell the dream home and taking a licking. It's a good way to put it. But still, that was the start of the practice of this particular program. And it's changed my dominant thought to, okay, where's my next goal? How am I making decisions towards my next goal? Because that dream home and that lifestyle gave me a real good experience, and I enjoyed it so much. I can't wait to do it again. So that's the goal, is to get back there. Helped me see the good again. I found, like the realization moment or heart attack moment was realizing how negative I explained my particular situation to a stranger one time in a conversation. And that realization moment, got me started on this particular program. And this particular program, with a gratitude practice, learning how to be grateful and changing my attitude, has helped me see the good again. So I've left that negative attitude behind and created a positive attitude. So, and it's all a journey and it's all a practice. So yeah, consider that. It's helped me live in the moment. And grandchildren can certainly do that for you as well. Feel a little bit about serenity. Never really understood what serenity meant, but there's a great poem by, I think it's Ralph Waldo Emerson, around serenity. And it's an excellent piece. But the calmness of mind, that's serenity. Just being in the moment. My dad, I think, is a real good example of serenity. You know, he doesn't get too excited about anything, but he's in the moment and he can live in that moment and be there and have a conversation. And it's a beautiful thing. So yeah, that's what serenity reminds me of. And now I'm starting to understand what it is. So now I can practice it. And again, it is a practice. Having an overwhelming gratitude for things. A couple of weeks ago now, I'm a coach for U13 basketball at the YMCA. And every season, so every quarter, there's a new group of kids and you get to train them for, on a weekly basis. And we play a competitive game on a weekly basis. But the tournament, we had a tournament where all the YMCAs in the city got together and everybody had a team represented. And excuse me, it was pretty exciting for some of the kids because they'd never played in a basketball tournament before. And they were pretty short games, but I think we played 6 or 7 games and we came out with a silver medal. And I was fortunate enough to be able to award each kid their medal as their coach. And it took a lot, but I, held back the tears because some of those kids worked really hard and were overwhelmed with it all. And the emotions were pretty high. And we got right to the championship game and lost by only 5 points. And, but just being a part of that, it was overwhelming gratitude for things is how I was trying to describe it, an overwhelming gratitude. And that's what came to mind. It's made me a better person. I'm more patient and I love more deeply. My 37-year marriage now is going strong. We've gone through some tough times over the last 6 or 7 years and through 37 years, lots of challenges inside of that, the ups, the downs. And I was speaking to a gentleman this morning about being married that long. And it's like, wow, there's a faith there. There's a trust. There's a love that is so deep. That's the faith. That's where faith is. You go from fear to hope to belief to faith. Well, that love and trust we have in each other is the faith that's so strong that I never really understood what faith was, I guess, but now I know. So that's another thing that this program has done for me. It's given me joy. If you look at the emotional awareness bank, you start down the bottom with shame and guilt and just low vibrating emotions up to, love and joy up at the top. And joy is the top. So it's happiness inside of success with your relationships, with your job, your income, your life, all the things that happen in your life. Are you living in the moment, or are you always constantly worried about the things you've done in the past or worried about things that are going to happen in the future? That's where it all comes down to living in the moment. So those are the things that this program has taught me. So the other thing we wanted to talk about was mentorship. And inside of the program, we learn about these things, how to change your attitude, how to have a practice of gratitude. There's so many things inside of that, so many little things that you don't understand. And you get off track. So if you were to take this material that you found on YouTube or the self-help books and you kind of try and work it out or change a few things that you're doing, the root cause of you do what you do is the fact that we all operate under a paradigm, which is a series of habits and beliefs. And your paradigm is so powerful, it limits your income. It limits what you do. There's a gap between what you know how to do and what you do. And that gap is controlled by this paradigm. And it's not all bad, because your paradigm is your beliefs and habits, and 96% of what we do is habitual. So it's got you this far. But if you were to understand how to, do this gratitude of practice, change your attitude, and understand how a paradigm works to limit your beliefs and limit your results, well, then you can change that too. But there's so many rabbit holes along that path that without a mentor, you start going down some of those rabbit holes, and you think you're on the right track until you get so deep into the rabbit hole. It's like, well, wait a minute, nothing's working. And then you either drop it and go back to the way things were because that makes you comfortable, or work your way back out of the rabbit hole and try and find the path again and keep going. So mentorship compresses time, and you still get to go down the rabbit hole and explore it a little bit, but the mentor can pull you right back and keep you on the path instead of you trying to find the path all the time to keep going. And it just makes it way quicker to learn some of these lessons, and it compresses time. And we don't know how much time we have left. My cousin passed away on Monday, and it was a shock. And he was only 78. And just a real good man. And just a shock. So we just never know. So compress the time. Find a mentor. Find someone who can help you. And if you want to peek into this whole program and into change in 2024 to increase your results, increase everything in your life, enrich everything in your life, your relationships, your success, your income, your attitude towards life, then check out this QR code for the Mental Dynamite Bundle package. So it's gift giving season. The Mental Dynamite Bundle for gift giving season for 2024. So it's available now. And inside this program, my mentor and high performance coach, Kim Calvert, has created a personal development platform. So it's not Facebook. It's not anything that you've ever seen before. It's her own platform developed by her own money and her own program that offers weekly live success sessions, daily achieving activities tracking system, daily goal coaching from Kim herself, digital growth tools, dynamite meditations, habit tracker, attitude assessment, growth challenges, and a supportive community of like-minded people, and a facilitation call once a week with me. So that is 60 days of programming with a high performance coach and mentor that, as I mentioned, there's a lot of rabbit holes to go down, and trying to improve your results without changing or understanding the root cause of why you do get what you get is tough, and it takes a long time. Follow someone who's been successful. And this lady has been 8-figure successful over the last 7 years, and she's built a phenomenal program. So very exciting to be a student of hers and working with the particular group. I'm a dynamite delegate, as we say, and this particular program is exactly what I'm taking to learn how to be a much better person. So inside of this particular program for the Mental Dynamite Bundle, there's videos, 5 impactful videos, and it talks about the secrets of serenity, developing calmness of mind, which I just spoke about, creative consciousness, assess your creative genius. You got to take the time to be creative. You got to think about things you can do, focus on things you can do, and be intentional with your time about completing the things that you can do to increase your results. So a lot of us will do that for 2-3 weeks, maybe 2 months, and probably not get the results we want, or get a couple of good results and then think, wow, that worked, but I'm just going to fall back into doing what I always do. And then there we go, back into the regular habitual behaviors that get us the same results year after year. So the program can help you get better results and help you understand why. The abundance accelerator, the money mindset, as we spoke about, the paradigm up here sets the limit of what you can earn. Whether you believe that or not, you'll understand how it does it. Optimize health, treating the root cause of all problems, right? That's the paradigm. It'll deepen relationships. The level of vibrational energy is the acronym for that is love. Level of vibrational energy. So just, there's a video around that as well. So, and these are kind of short videos, 20 minutes, like a TED Talk. So easy to consume. Then there's 10 audios, the power of gratitude, react versus respond, creative genius, I am prosperity, law of compensation, the law of increase, the mind is perfect, thriving relationships, faith versus fear, choosing a different set of risks. So all those are audios. So you listen to them on your way to work, you listen to them on the train, wherever. Just 10 audios that, if you like the one, listen to it 2 or 3 times. And that's the idea over the 60 days. So that's the program, I guess, today. Another episode 12 of O'Reilly O'Reilly. So thank you very much for coming out. There's the QR code for the Mental Dynamite bundle. So if you're thinking about getting a gift for an employee who might be looking to take it to the next level, here's an opportunity for them to think about things a little bit differently in 2024. And if they're stepping into a management role where they're going to be guiding other employees, then they might want to think about how to think about things a little bit differently. So a gift like this would be a perfect setup for the next 60 days to take them through all those things we just spoke about and help them, guide them into a mentorship program that will, well, as a gift, it just keeps on giving, because once you become aware of certain things, you can't turn that off. Once you're aware, but it's growth, and it's beautiful growth at that. So yeah, consider that as a gift for a loved one, an employee, a family member, a friend, or for yourself. Either way, it's a great thing to explore, great thing to consider. So thank you very much for your time. And if we don't see you before the end of the holidays, happy holidays, and take care of yourselves, take care of your family. And we thank you very much for showing up. We'll end it there. Take care.